Come on, fire, get going. We got a wood furnace, keeping the shop nice and warm. What's going on? Tuning in. We got all the batteries and deadener orders ready to rock and head now. So, what's up, Eric 20 Hertz? What's up, Joe Rigger? But yeah, anyway, so we just got done packing all the deadener orders and all the battery orders from the weekend. And now we're getting ready to make some kits. We did get a wood stove, which has been awesome, keeping the shop warm. So yeah, we'll go get some kits done and some other things. Here's the official GP forklift. So yeah, we'll get this mounted up here. Give me a second. Come on, fire. Yeah, it's warming up. For some reason it's not wanting to get going like it should. So yeah, you know, we like to do these live streams to what's up, Zarek Turner? Do these live streams, so if any of you guys have any questions or anything like that, we can answer them for you. Also to show off, you know, how we hand make, custom make everything in-house for the love of bass. Let me get this, let me get you guys pulled up on the computer here so that I can see the comments. And then if you guys have any questions while we're doing this, you just fire them away, because we're here to help. Okay, let's see here. All right, good deal. I got the live chat up. Okay, so hope you guys all had a good and loud weekend. First up on deck is a pair of the machined SAE terminals. I always like to, our machine shop's right up the street, so we pick them up freshly machined, so I always like to give them a nice little wipe down, get the fingerprints off of them before wrapping them up. What car shows are we going to this year, Joe? We're changing our build yet again. It should be done by the spring, but we were going to run a 15,000 watt setup in the Fusion. Now we're going to run a 50,000 watt setup in the Fusion. So, but it's official. We know what we're doing, and you guys will see that unfold. Once that build gets done, we'll also be working on a Suburban, and it's another official GP vehicle, and it's going to be pretty nasty as well. It's going to be on 50,000 watts also. But yeah, so we will be having our 3 Midwest SPL shows, which is kind of over the summer. Usually June, July, August is when we do those. And then we give away items at those shows to one lucky entry that gets drawn at the end of the show. So that's something to look forward to, definitely. Robert Sanchez, FJ 8 build is going. Do you have bigger than 6? What do you mean, Robert? What are you referring to? But yeah, you guys may be hearing quite a bit of wind. It is very, very windy out there. 60 degrees yesterday, back down to about freezing now. And very cold. So yeah, all of our terminals hand assembled. This is all made in the USA. These SAE terminals are heavy duty, thick, beefy SAE terminals. They go for $50 shipped. And then these are going to Pete Chavez. Let you guys check those out. And then we always package everything with care also. Yeah, we're gonna have some crazy builds, Joe, so just stay tuned. It's gonna be wild. And the new build, Sober 505, the total wattage is right at 50,000 watts RMS. So that's pretty much what you would consider the peak power. Okay, so Pete's terminals are ready to rock here. Pete's a regular. We see orders come in from him all the time. And we thank you for your support also. Get this labeled up and ready to rock here. I've got a couple nice amp kits I'm going to be making as well, so if you guys stay tuned on that, you'll be able to see some nice amp kits. Okay, that one's done. Oh, terminals bigger than a 6-spot? No, we don't have terminals bigger than a 6-spot, but you got to remember that you can back-to-back them with no problems. So you can fit 12 per spot on here. You just have to take your time and do the wiring. 2 DD 3500 12s in a 4th order trunk on 2 DM 2500 strapped. Yeah, Eric, that would be nice for sure. Most definitely. In the in the first 50K build, it's going to be, excuse me, I've had an endless cough forever. In the first 50K build, it looks like we're certainly doing 4 of the Defbonce Neo 15s. And then in the 50K Suburban build, I believe it's going to be 8 of the SA3 18s. So 8 of these in the 18-inch size on 50,000 watts. Oh, right on, Rockford T1 base. We appreciate your order, and yeah, they're very nice terminals. We can barely keep them in stock. They sell so fast. There's our dual inputs. These are on sale for $19.97 shipped. They're offset verticals. Well, that was 2 of the same ones. Let's see here. There we go. Vertical offsets, so you can see how it's to the side there. But yeah, $19.97 shipped on those. Okay, let's get to the next one here. So this is for Vashard Barney. 5 feet OFHC 1/0 green, 5 feet OFHC 1/0 black. All of our wire, if you look on our website, gpcaraudio.com, is all pure copper. We don't sell CCA. He's also got a big 3 kit. So we'll go ahead and get his 2 lengths of wire cut. Give me just a second here. Get these close by. Okay, and then this is our made in the USA GP Car Audio OFHC pure copper. It's dual jacketed for added safety. The inner jacket actually has a kind of a blend of ceramic in with it, so it's extremely durable. USA made, SAE certified, pure copper. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's his 5 feet of green. I'm getting this 5 feet of black here real quick. Five feet of black. Make sure I'm in frame here, yeah, for the most part. Cadillac DTS 4.6 high output alternator. On your 4.6, we built a 320 amp hairpin. That alternator is $585 shipped and includes a free color upgrade. So any color you can imagine. We can also do hydro dipping. It is a little bit of an increased price. I actually have a video, or if you've seen our Instagram or Facebook page, you would have seen it, but we have a full American flag coated alternator that we just shipped out that looked amazing. Okay, so here's his 2 5-foot links right here. Now we just got to make the big 3 kit. Our lugs also USA made, pure copper, UL listed. So all of our electrical products have high ranked electrical safety certifications. Okay, so there's that. Then he wants green, black, black, green. So green shrinks on the ground. Heat shrinks also made and printed in the USA as well. Yeah, no problem, Mr. Big. If you would like to order that one, I can't remember if it's listed on the website. If you can imagine, listing alternators is an endless battle. But if you get ready to order that alternator, you can always just call us direct, and we will get you fixed up there. So now we're getting ready to make the big 3 kit. I'm just going to get these links cut really fast. In our standard big 3 kit, which let me double check that he's, yeah, 4 foots. Our standard big 3 kit is 3 4-foot lengths, hydraulic crimped on one end. So you got your single power and then your 2 grounds. If you have something more specific to where you need a longer length, or we do have customization options available right there on the big 3 kit section on the website. But if you do have something yet even more specific than that, and you need to have everything hydraulic crimped and prepared for you, we can do that too. That's when you just want to give us a call for a custom quote. Okay, get this other one cut here. All right, so now we're doing the big 3 kit. The standard kit, 4 3-foot links, will pretty much universal. Will work on about anything. There's those few cars that do have a buried alternator. that sometimes you need a little extra weight on the power run. Usually 4 foot on the grounds is well more than sufficient. Let's see. What's up, man?
No, not much.
I've got my computer paused. I just use it to read people's comments. Okay, so now we're going to take this and use the 16-ton hydraulic crimper and get this all crimped up here. All of our connections are cold welded with a 16-ton crimper, so never got to worry about them coming apart. So yeah, we're getting this Big 3 kit made. If you haven't done the Big 3 setup in your vehicle, it is what opens the floodgates to your electrical. Our standard Big 3 kit starts at $59.99, and like I said, it's pretty much universal, and that's a shipping price as well. All pure copper, SAE certified, made in the USA, the best you can get. Now we'll get this heat shrinked up real quick. Yeah, Big 3 upgrade, Anthony. If you're not familiar with the Big 3 upgrade, basically what you have is a run of power that goes from your alternator power stud to your battery positive. Then you have 2 grounds. One ground goes from your battery negative to your engine block, and then your other ground is going to go from your battery negative to your chassis. And what that's going to do is open the floodgates up for your electrical flow in your vehicle, because you do have to remember that if you don't have the Big 3 upgrade, you can only run as much power as you can ground. And even if you run 1/0 wire to the back of your vehicle and have a 1/0 chassis ground in the back, you got to remember your stock ground that completes the circuit under your hood is typically only 8 gauge or 4 gauge. So you're only going to be able to run that much current. So no matter how big a wire you put, if you're chassis grounding in the rear, it's only going to be able to run as much, flow as much current as your stock grounding cable can flow, which is not much. So that's why you add in the Big 3 upgrade, to basically bypass all that and get better efficiency out of everything and be able to run a lot of current. Let's see here. Cantrell, you have some AB VFL Stealths with a custom box, Crescendo BC 2000 and a stock all. Big 3 all OFC wire and an AGM battery. I'm looking for a Northstar battery. Any suggestions? Cantrell, on that amplifier, you would be perfectly fine with a Northstar SMS AGM 80 back there. That battery is $200 shipped. You want to grab an 80 and we can show it? Do that. That battery is $200 shipped and easily supports a 2,000 watt setup. Now, on the other hand, if you are planning on upgrading down the road, like if you already know that you're going to order another BC 2000 down the road, then it would be a good idea to go ahead and get a larger battery in the beginning. That way you're prepared for that in the future. We'll show you what that 80 looks like. Northstar is the most powerful AGM in the world. It's proven in all tests, third-party tests, everything you can possibly test it. They always come out on top, and I know that Northstar wouldn't have it any other way either. Okay, Cantrell, there's your Northstar SMS AGM 80. It only weighs 35 pounds and can supply a ton of power. In fact, we were experimenting with one of these, and it was in one of the team vehicles, and he had a 300 amp alternator. He had a Northstar 34 under the hood, and he just had one of these in the back, and that's it. This was his rear battery bank, and we had it wired on a SoundCube 4500, wired at a half of an ohm, and we were clamping 4300 watts, busting out of the 4K class, dropping to 12.2 volts with just that battery as the rear bank. So these Northstars are no joke. Okay, so we'll get this, thanks for grabbing that. We'll get these, this big 3 kit packed up here. So the big 3 kit, 3 4-foot lengths, pre-hydraulic crimped on one end, and then your extra lugs and heat shrinks come along with that as well. And like I said, if you do need something more custom, or you do need the links crimped on both ends, we can do that as well. You just have to let us know and be 100% accurate with your measurements so you don't short yourself.
Where's the other one?
The other tape run? Oh, it's back over there.
The U-line one? Oh, okay.
The half broken.
Is the U-line one, that one broke?
Well, it's got the top thing's broken on it. That's been like that for a long time. I don't know. All right, so there is Vachard's Barney's set up here, all ready to rock.
How much of those goes up to?
The flat rates. This one I don't think was as bad. I think that only went up like 40 cents or something like that. So it was a little less. Okay, Anthony, how do you do the Big 3 upgrade? If that's what you're asking, we do have a tutorial video, so just look up on our channel how to install the Big 3, and we have an 18-minute tutorial that is it is on a certain make and model of vehicle, but it's versatile to all vehicles as to the proper steps that you need to take to do a proper Big 3.
What's his main battery? He says his main battery is always dying.
Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, so Anthony, what is your main battery that's always dying? What kind of battery is it? Replaces battery 4 times. And how much? Oh, you're running 5,000 watts. What amp are you running on that battery also? Sounds good, Cantrell. Running 2 batteries. Yeah, those are the DefBonts back here. This is the DB4, and then this is the DB3. This magnet boot makes the diameter of this the motor wider than the mounting depth, so you have to take this off if you want to mount it normal. Okay, so let's see here. Right on, Anthony. Yeah, you know, Walmart does have a lot of just kind of economy batteries, so that may be the problem. In our car audio application, we put batteries to the test and really stress them and put a strain on them. So you need a very durable battery that's going to be able to withstand those conditions continuously. So that's where the North Star comes in. Okay, so next up, we have a Big 3 upgrade, but it's for a trunk starting battery. So blue power, black ground. This one's for Pete Velasco. Be right back.
Yeah, I was not on the same page until she sent me the explanation on the POs, the numbers that were different. But yeah, no, it's right. It's right. So I'd like to get that 2 acres when I'm done with working.
Okay, bear with me just a second here. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions that come up while we're here, just be sure and let us know, and we will answer them while we're doing the live stream here. Sounds like FedEx is picking up. They got a couple 1,000 pounds going in their truck today. Okay, so basically, the trunk starting Big 3 is for people that have of course, a trunk starting battery. And what you have to do from there is you need to add a 17-foot power run from your alternator stud to the battery positive, which is a full 17-foot run going front to back. And then to keep things kind of foolproof, we do a full 17-foot run from the engine block all the way back to the battery negative. This prevents you from running into the issue of not tracking down a sufficient ground under there. It's just really the way we prefer to do the trunk starting battery Big 3s. And then it also includes a 4-foot chassis ground for the rear, which you usually don't need that length, but we include it just in case. And it never hurts to have a little extra wire, because you'd be surprised how often a little extra wire comes in handy. Find my cutters. There they are. Okay. And then also on the trunk starting Big 3, it includes 2 fuse blocks, and that is 1 fuse block for under the hood and 1 fuse block for right before your rear battery. I'm gonna go cut this black real quick. Let's see here.
Okay, well, if that comes through, it'll be just a 25.
Yeah, Anthony, just let us know and we'll get you fixed up. Cut this black wire real quick. Bear with me.
What goes on the line? So what cable, so does that have to get a different cable?
All right, so trunk starting battery Big 3. Here's your 17-foot power. Here's your 17-foot ground. I do see a lot of people with trunk cars skipping doing a proper Big 3, which sucks because you really miss out on, you're spending all this money to get all this power, and then you're not properly wiring it so therefore in return, you don't get the power you're paying for. So these proper steps are very important if you want to get what you're spending your money on.
Well, you told me that you got it, but.
Okay, so this, we'll go ahead and do the chassis ground first.
Oh, but it's it.
So what we're gonna do here, this is the trunk starting Big 3 chassis ground. We'll get this hydraulic crimped. And if you're just tuning in, we use our GP Audio America No BS cable, made in the USA, SAE certified pure copper, UL listed, made in the USA, pure copper lugs. And then we hydraulic crimp them
Oh, she already did.
in-house. Handmade to order. That's why you can pick all the colors you want. That's why we have so many kit options. If you look at our kit options on our website, we make all sorts of stuff. Okay, so he wants red power wire on that. This is for his fuse blocks. Green or red streaks on the power wire, green streaks on the grounds. Okay.
Well, I wanted to get, I don't want to flow.
So, hydraulic crimped, permanent cold weld. That will never come apart. We've been working on Saturdays and Sundays to keep up. So I brought, on Saturday, my stepdaughter Gabby out here with us, and basically she's never taken interest in anything that I do, but whenever I started referring to, hey, have you seen the hydraulic press channel? You want to see how hydraulic press work? And then she took interest to hydraulic crimping, which is so cool.
The FedEx guy goes, holy shit.
Yeah, I figured.
I said, I'm sorry, man.
They usually, you can usually hear him say that from over here. About every day. Yep. They get their workout when they come over here. Okay, so we'll get this other side of this this ground done, and then I just noticed I grabbed the wrong shrink. So we'll cut this off. Get the green on there. So yeah, if you need your setup properly wired up, just be sure to visit us at gpcaraudio.com and we will get you fixed up properly. The whole key and our goal for everybody is to get your electrical set up right the first time, because a lot of people spend way too much money trying to cut corners. They spend so much more money trying to cut corners than they would have doing it right the first time. It's pretty insane, and we see that all the time on a daily basis. And then that's why we have so many people that come back to us, because we can always guide you through exactly what you need to do to be sure that you're getting the wattage that you're paying for, so therefore in return you get the performance that you're paying for out of your system, which is very important. Because why spend all that money on the system if it's not going to run right, or you're going to have bottlenecks everywhere slowing down your power capabilities. Okay, so there's the 4-foot chassis ground. Now we're doing the 17-foot power run. Let me get this box ready here. Okay, another question. Have an SMD voltmeter. You have it close to the amp so you can see what I'm getting, but I think it's much cleaner wired to the main battery in the front. What do you think? Whenever you run those voltmeters, you do want them ran either at your rear battery or at the amp inputs, because like if you have CCA wire, for example, let's say you have CCA wire and you're running your volt gauge under the hood, okay? Let's say you got one run of CCA, one aught, and you're running like a 4,000 watt amp in the rear, okay? That CCA under a 250 amp load is going to show about a 2 volt difference from front to back under a big amperage load. So you're going to get incorrect readings by seeing the power that your under hood battery is at, because what you need to do is see what the power is after the long length of wire running to the rear. So this is your trunk starting big 3 still, if you're just tuning in. Very important step. And again, the trunk starting big 3 is a 17-foot run of power that goes from your alternator power stud to the power stud on your trunk starting battery. And then it's got a 17-foot ground, which goes from your engine block to the negative on your trunk starting battery, and then a 4-foot chassis ground, and then proper fusing to go along with that. Let's see here. What's up, John Wagner? Right now, you could pretty much consider the pricing that the GP wire is currently at a sale price, because copper is at a record high right now, and we are barely able to keep it. If it goes, basically, long story short, if copper goes up anymore, we're going to have to raise the price. So we're really just by the skin of our teeth here, and while we include free shipping on this stuff. What's up, G-Man? UK loud and proud. What are you running in your setup, G-Man? Okay, so our 17-foot power is done. Now we're to the 17-foot ground, and then we also need our fuse block setups here. Yeah, I already packed it. It's under that box right there. This is the fuse block setups that come along with this kit here.
This is all eBay and
Okay.
Amazon. I'm gonna go get these done.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if you just want to print the... I saw them print, but I wasn't sure if you were working on labels, so I waited.
Yeah, I'll do it. I think it's too windy.
Yeah, is the bottom clogged up on it?
No, it's not drawing real well because it's so windy.
Yeah.
My house is the same way.
Yeah, it's definitely windy. Windy as heck out there. So here's the fuse block setups for this kit right here. And then we also sell just fuse block setups like this. Like if you need to add some safety to your setup, we can ship you a fuse block setup just like that. Includes the 2 lugs, shrinks, and everything, and the size fuse that you need. And the reason we don't do set screw is because set screw fuse blocks seem to get hot very often. And also, you know, the number of set screw fuse blocks I've seen a piece of wire fall out of in the last 16 years. That's why we only use bolt down stuff, because you're not a hydraulic crimp lug bolted down to something is not going to fall off or fall out. So that's why we always stick with lugged connections. That's why we don't offer set screw battery terminals, because it's never a good thing when a set screw battery terminal, you know, a piece of wire falls out from under the hood. Okay. So there's his other fuse block setup here. We'll get this packaged up here. So again, this is the trunk starting battery, big 3 we're working on here. There's that. Now we got the last 17-foot ground to go here, and then we will be on to the next kit. John, I'm reading your comment now here. Oh, cool, man. 4th year running GP wire. Yeah, I thought your name seemed really familiar, man. You can imagine it can be pretty tough to keep up with everybody, but yeah, man, we greatly appreciate your support. And you know, the goal with this wire, as far as the height of quality on this wire, it's basically like this wire is going to outlast your vehicle. You know what I mean? So we only want the best. That's why we do USA made. Oh, down here, looking at this little mat here, that's our GP STFU 250 mil sound deadener, by the way, and that just got back in stock at the end of last week. So it is available in stock, ready to ship. This stuff weighs a pound, 1.2 pounds per square foot, almost a pound and a quarter per square foot. It is a beast deadener. It's used by famous installers around the United States, and we ship it all over the world as well. If you are looking at getting sound deadener, check it out. It's extremely high quality, very, very reasonably priced. The only thing that comes close to our sound deadener is about $1,200 for 100 square feet, and we sell 100 square feet for under 500 bucks shipped, and that is 120 pounds of sound deadener. So it's no joke. Okay, so there's one side of our front to rear engine block ground for the trunk starting big 3 done, and then we'll get this other side heat shrinked real quick. As soon as I get this kit done, guys, I'll catch up on the messages here. Give me just a moment. I see a few messages pouring in there. Okay, so there's our trunk starter Big 3 setup. Let's get this guy a decal. Throw in a GP decal. Whenever you guys order, if you don't have one of these, just be sure and leave it in the order notes that you want a decal. And we'll be sure and get one in there. Okay. So Pete Velasco, thank you for your order. We will have this at a USPS facility here pretty quick. Our USPS comes a little bit too early, so most days we go and drop them all off. And they love us too. Okay. Pete, your order will be in transit here in just a bit. Okay, let's catch up on these messages here real quick. Where is the mouse? There it is. Okay, guys, give me just a second. We'll backtrack through these messages. Okay, I'm G-Man. I'm on your message here. Hey, 0 gauge front to back, Big 3 done, custom amp. Oh, cool. Nice, G-Man. Sounds good. Yeah, and that crimper comes in handy. We typically, now if we hadn't worked Saturday and Sunday, we would be in a world of hurt right now. We wouldn't be live streaming right now because we would be blowing through this stuff as fast as possible trying to get it done. But that's working 7 days a week. Keeps things a little bit more organized, but we're eventually going to be getting a real deal hydraulic wire crimper that has a hydraulic pump, and where it usually takes, we've timed it because we've got to start getting faster on these kits, where this normally takes like 22 seconds to crimp a lug. The new crimper that we're looking at getting crimps in 3 seconds, so it will definitely take a lot of time out of crimping, but it is a real deal hydraulic pump electric crimper, electric hydraulic pump crimper, so that'll be pretty sweet. Okay, 2002 G-Wagon head unit suggestions. I mean, Robert, going with Kenwood is always, Kenwood Exelon, man, has always been my go-to. Robert, on the crimper, our 1/0 lugs, we use the 35 die, and on the 2/0 lugs, we use the 50 die. That's to keep in mind that our wire is a true OFHC wire, and the wire is not quote-unquote oversized or fluffed out to make it look bigger than 1/0 when it's actually smaller than 1/0. So when you see some of these other companies with the oversized 1/0, you have to keep in mind that it doesn't even outweigh a true 1/0. It just appears to be bigger because it's so loosely stranded in the jacket. Okay, so on this next one, this is Santiago. We've got a pair of SAE 6-spot machine terminals, and then a Big 3 kit, and he went with the 5-foot power length to 4-foot grounds. So we'll get these SAE terminals. Like I said, these are fresh out of the machine shop. I've only got a couple of them sitting there, but only a couple of them sitting on the bench, but I mean, like, we've got boxes of them. Boxes and boxes. A lot of people like Pioneer also, Robert Sanchez. My go-to has always just been Kenwood Exelon. So these are the SAE machined terminals. Fits all Northstar battery models. Fits the Northstar AGM 31 as long as you order the 31 with the SAE posts on it. And I got to backtrack. It does not fit the 220, the 80, and the 480. But we have custom terminals available for those batteries. Like the 480 terminals you can see back here. We've got some of them sitting there. The rest of them are back behind it. Robert, just whenever you ordered, we may have been out of decals, so just next time you order, just be sure and note that you need a decal, and we will throw one in with your order. That's no problem. What's up, Philip from Florida? We have not made it to Spring Break Nationals yet. I doubt we have a build done for it this year, but we will be definitely looking into getting out there next year, because Spring Break Nationals is coming up pretty quick. Okay, so there is his SAE terminals. Now we need to make his big 3 kit, and this is for Santiago Avila. Yeah, Robert, the Kenwood Exelons, most all of them have GPSs built in. Okay, so now we're going to make another big 3 kit, and then we've got a stage 1 amplifier kit to make as soon as that big 3 kit, as soon as this big 3 kit's done. Green's very popular today. So green wire, 5-foot run, and then I need 2 orange 4-foot runs. So here's our power. But yeah, guys, anyone tuning in, if you have any questions, throw them into the chat right there and we'll get to you. I've got to go cut a couple oranges real quick. 4-foot orange. Okay, so got that. Now they need, and then guys watching, introduce yourselves to everybody. There's a bunch of bass heads here. Introduce yourselves. What are you running? What is your setup? Okay, shrink color red and green. 2 red power, 4 green ground. So this is the big 3 kit we're making here, and this is he ordered the 5-foot length for the power, and then 2 4-foot grounds. And then again, this is GP Audio America OFHC pure copper wiring. Made in the USA. Hydraulic crimped with a 16-ton crimper. It's also known as a cold weld. Okay, power's done. Get these 2 grounds knocked out. Get some lunch. Yeah, it's about lunchtime, isn't it? I need to figure something out for that. Snapchat. Running 2 HDC 315s on an AQ 2200. Nice. SoundCube makes some nice equipment. We sell them at gpcaraudio.com. Amper 3800 on 1SCAR ZVX18 at a 147.2 at 39 hertz. Heck yeah, man, that's awesome. Yeah, 147.2 on 118. What vehicle is that in? Oh, for the same order?
Yeah.
Did you just update tracking on the?
eBay. I gotta get the number.
Okay.
You ordered off eBay and off the site.
Okay, ground number 1 is done, so we got our power done, from alternator power to battery power under hood. Then the first ground from battery negative to chassis. Oops. Now we're doing the third ground, which is battery negative to engine block.
Big 3.
Another big 3. All right, so now we're finishing up this third ground here. Nice, man, a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Yep, that's a nice number for a single 18 for sure. Okay. is done. So Santiago, thank you for your order. Get these extra lugs in here. But yeah, again, anybody with any questions, just keep them coming. We are here to help. Okay, so there's just S&D terminals. Then the lugs and shrink for the other side. Be sure and stay tuned. We do have more Alfred Audio videos going up. We'll have another one going up tonight. Pretty much every single day, you'll see a new Alfred Audio video go up. So his is all done, ready to rock. Okay. I'll go ahead. I'm going to do that one first.
That don't matter.
Yeah, okay. I'll just go ahead and do the stage. Okay. Now we're doing the stage 1 wiring kit. The stage 1 wiring kit is blue power, black ground. I got everything right here. The stage 1 wiring kit is a complete wiring kit, and what it includes is your SAE terminals for under the hood, a big 3 upgrade, and an amp kit. This particular one is in 1/0. We make them for 4 gauge for the smaller setups. We make them in 2/0 as well. This is for people not running a secondary battery. If you are running a secondary battery, you're going to want to look at the stage 2 wiring kit. But this is a sufficient wiring kit for, you know, up to the 3,000 watt area. How many heat guns have we gone through so far this year? I think probably 6. They seem to last like, each one lasts like 2 months. Sometimes. Sometimes we don't even get a month out of them. But yeah, we keep heat guns on deck because they burn out frequently. And it doesn't matter how nice of a heat gun you buy, it's gonna burn up. That's why we just use Harbor Freight heat guns, because it's cheaper per year than buying more expensive heat guns that do the exact same thing that they do, and that's burn up. Okay, we'll get these terminals set up here. So if you're just tuning in, these are our GP machined SAE battery terminals. These are to clean up your wiring under the hood and give you plenty of spots to do all your runs. By the time you've done your big three, put your stock power and grounds on here, and then your runs of wire, you'd be surprised how easy it is to fill these up. That brings up another deal where you can double up per spot, and you can get 2 runs per spot. So go, I'm missing a couple. Grab another one. These SAE machine terminals are $50 shipped. These are made in the USA, right down the street. Our machine shop runs our parts every single day of the week to keep up with the numbers of these that sell. Okay, so that's that. We'll go ahead and get our fusing set up. He wants a 350 amp fuse. And then the power shrink color is black on this one. All of our kits are fully customizable. You can do whatever color combinations you want. Select your fuses, all that. So what I'm doing right now is setting up this fuse block. On this kit, it's pretty much like, 90% ready. Everything's crimped for you except your fuse block location. Most vehicles vary on where the best spot is to mount your fuse block, so we leave that to where you can do that on your own. Here's what that setup looks like there. But yeah, we always take the time to put everything together, make sure everything is nice, neat. We take a lot of pride when we do our kits, so that's what you get in return. Everything is done by hand, in-house, here at GP Car Audio headquarters. Okay, so there's that. Now we're doing the big 3. And then he's doing all black colored shrinks. Blue, black. All right, be right back.
What do you need?
Just cutting some wire. I'll be right back. That sub just grabbed onto that tape gun and didn't want to let go. Okay, so here's the power wire for our stage 1 kit. Then here's our big 3 power wire for the stage 1 kit. Here's the ground for the amp section of the stage 1 wiring kit.
Is that the end of that?
What? Oh, I'm good here.
Oh, I know. Are we out of it after that?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Here's a power for the big 3. And then the other power for the big 3. So on this one, since this is to be ran without a secondary battery, the amp kit ground just gets one lug on one end because the other end is going into the amplifier. And again, anybody tuning in, if you have any questions, if you have questions about batteries, electrical, alternators for your vehicle, quotes, anything like that, be sure and let us know. Excuse me.
Is that red one on over there or 2 up?
It's 2 out over here, the one on the floor. Rubens, I don't know Spanish. We can ship to Mexico, but I do not know Spanish. If you know English, we can help you out for sure. Excuse me. So here is our ground for your amplifier. Now we're doing the power wire for the amplifier. That wind is crazy. Get this heat shrink up here. That's crazy windy. Okay, there's our power. Now we're to the big 3. If you have any questions over anything we're doing, just let us know. Okay, Rubens, yeah, we can ship to Mexico. The big 3 is $59.99 shipped in the US. Now we would have to quote you internationally to Mexico. I think international flat rate in the envelope to you would be $33.99, I believe. It would be in that area. So it would make the kit after shipping about $84 or no, $94. That's to Mexico. In the US, all free shipping. looking for a high output alternator, 08 Impala 3.5, 270 or bigger. Cantrell, you can call us directly. We are the phone line that the company uses is doing this live stream right now. So we would have to call you back if you did call in between now and the end of this live stream. But you can call us direct, and we can go over your exact needs and get you set up properly. Now for your vehicle, the 08 Impala 3.5, we build a 320 amp 6-phase hairpin, and that alternator is $585 shipped and includes a free color upgrade. And then don't forget, guys, if you instantly want more power out of your amplifiers, dual inputs are the way to go. We have these on sale for $19.97 shipped for the pair. Okay, so now we're getting this second ground wire done for the big three. So again, this is the stage 1 wiring kit. It's the complete stage 1 wiring kit. And what that includes is your SAE terminals for ease of wiring under the hood, your big 3 upgrade, your extra lugs and shrinks for your big 3 upgrade, 17-foot power run for your amplifier, fuse block with lugs and fuse and heat shrink, and then a 3-foot chassis ground here. So it is a complete wiring kit for your setup. This kit right here is $209.99 shipped, and it's fully customizable, so you can choose between orange, green, blue, red, black as your colors, and you can choose the same options for your heat shrinks as well. We also have this kit available in 4-gauge. It's the exact same kit that you're seeing here right now, but in 4-gauge, and that kit is $150 shipped. It includes everything, these terminals and all. Okay, so this is the last wire of our big 3. Get this shrinked up here. And again, if you when you guys order anything, just let us know if you want a decal, and we will be sure to try to get one thrown in there for you. We usually throw them in with most orders, but sometimes we're out of decals, and sometimes we just are in a big rush because we get pretty buried on a regular basis here. We're actually getting buried as we speak, so we'll have to eventually, after this kit's over, we'll have to end the live stream so we can blow through and knock everything out real quick, so we're somewhat caught up before the day's over here. So yeah, Cantrell, the Impala 320 hairpin, 320 amp hairpin, $585 ship. Okay, so now we've got the stage 1 wiring kit here, which again, big 3 upgrade, SAE terminals, 17-foot power run, 3-foot ground for your amplifier, proper fusing, and then the extra lugs that you need to finish the big 3 setup. If you know the exact lengths that you need on your big 3, we can crimp both ends. That's no problem. You just have to let us know by either giving us a call or sending us an email or something. Get this wrapped up here. Okay, Okay, so this is for Michael Gear. Michael, we greatly appreciate your order. This will be scanned in and on a truck here shortly. All right, so yeah, there's your 17-foot power and the GP no BS OFHC cable. The first thing people say whenever they receive their GP wire is that they can't believe how heavy it is, and that's because it is pure solid copper. Okay, so we'll get these wrapped up here. And yeah, GP machined SAE battery terminals. We always package everything with care, bubble wrapped. Big 3 lugs and shrink. Then the fuse block. Whoops, I didn't put that lid on right. There we go. There's that. Got him a GP decal to go in there, silver metallic. Need to cut his remote wire real fast. Okay, got the remote wire here. Get that going in there. Then his complete kit is ready to rock. So Michael Greer, this is about to be en route to you. There is that. Well, good deal, guys. Well, we appreciate you tuning in here. It looks like we've had about another 25 orders come in since we started this, so we're gonna have to jump off here and pick up the pace. But if you guys run into any other questions or anything like that, be sure and let us know. Alfred Audio in stock, ready to ship at gpcaraudio.com. Custom made wiring kits, all in-house, made with care by bass heads for bass heads. We have a passion for this. That's why we take the time to make all these kits, all USA made product. Anyways, guys, we greatly appreciate you tuning in today. We will have more Alfred Audio videos going up this evening, so be sure and keep an eye out for those. They'll be edited videos, not live stream. Be sure and follow us on Instagram. It's at GP Car Audio, and then be sure and check us out on Facebook and like our Facebook page, GP Car Audio. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will talk to you later.